Alright. Alright. Enough of that shit. Let's go. Let's go. I think everything looks okay. I'll tell you what, I forgot we were practically done with this day, I think. You know, unless cars empty in the next, 8 hours, because it's 12:23. How you doing, Mr. Tigger? What's going on? Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Everything's been delivered. Let me check over here. I mean, we still gotta wait for the bridge cars to get finished, but yeah, I think nothing going there. Nothing over here. He will be in a few hours. 1.6 tons left. Was there anything up here? Nope. No Robinson Gap coal
It's
cars.
all
They've
there,
already been
black and white, clear as crystal. You get
delivered.
nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And good day to you, Mr. Frost. How you doing? Yeah. I'm thinking that's 80. I think when the passenger train comes up here, I will use it to bring this coal car back down. But I think that's it. I'm ready for Wednesday, though. I'm ready for Wednesday. Two things. The racing rig will be fully built. And I'll have my new mouse. So I'm happy about that. Decided to just say, you got your new mouse today? There you go. I posted in Discord about it, but I ordered off Amazon, and it's used like new. It comes in the original box, so I'm getting the feeling it was like one of those display ones or something like that. But anyway, because I got it from the Amazon warehouse. So it's a Death Adder V2 Pro wireless. And I also ordered the charging base with it as well, so I can just pick it up and drop it on the base to recharge it. So that's a nice little touch right there. But yeah, this Logitech over the last few days is something. I don't know if a spring is broke in there or something, because basically you can rest. You can, if I just even think I'm resting my finger on it, it's actually activating it. It's gotten really annoying. So I mean, you could drop a feather on it, and that will be enough to activate it. So because the right mouse, the right click, doesn't feel anything like the left. The left feels like there's nothing there. So, hey, Botrix finally joined the channel. Don't know why. Don't use it anymore. But I looked it up on Best Buy because I was thinking about stopping there on the way home tomorrow after work, and they don't have the V2, at least according to their website, anymore. It's just the V3, which came out middle of last year, I think. But I'm not in the position to spend $160. on a new mouse. And on top of that, some of the revisions that some YouTube people that reviewed it were happy about, I'm not so happy about. Because they made some changes on the way the mouse feels ergonomically. And from what they were saying, it's not... Why is chat over there? It's not how I hold my mouse. So it wouldn't really work out too well for me. Alright, I'll wait for him to get up there, and then I'm probably going to bump it up a few hours. Oh yeah, I need to change the... I don't want him to hold for 10. We'll have him hold for 4. So, Railroader got some big changes.
Hello, motherfucker.
Drew, how you doing? Big update for Railroader. Came out yesterday afternoon, actually. And... it basically makes the Route Manager mod obsolete. In fact, I was playing it when the update came out, so it didn't update it. And then when I went back to play it later on, all of this over here wasn't showing. And it just wasn't there because, well, it was being blocked out by the new update. So I've got the release notes here from their Discord. AI engineer now makes passenger stops at stations matching selected stops on coaches in its train. This can be disabled company window. Yeah, this can be disabled company window settings. The minimum stop duration can also be set. So that is right over here under features. So you can turn off passenger stops right there. You can also change how long they're going to sit all the way up to 30 minutes. Why would you want something to sit for 30? That doesn't seem right. So you get the M65 RGB Ultra Wireless tunable FPS gaming mouse. I think that's the original one I've had for years, but it's over on the Sim right now, and that's probably where it will stay. Added interactive headlight controls to engines and observation car adjusted headlights. Shortcut behavior to match, allowed dimming both front and rear. Adjusted how loading industries order cars. Should result in fewer unnecessary cars. Added whistle volume preference. Added AI setting to disable crossing signaling. So no more of the automatic whistles when the AI, I assume, is coming across a crossing. Added VSync setting in place of limit FPS to 60 setting. AI now announces low fuel levels, and I actually had that on my single player. It told me that it was down to 20% of water, and then it was down to 10%. So I didn't go any farther. I ended up getting water, but I didn't. Maybe it'll tell you when it's 5%. Don't know. Removed implicit gamepad movement binding to prevent unexpected input/camera drift. I haven't noticed any of that.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There's Mr. Kojak coming in. 66 months. Again. Thank you, sir. But yeah, please use Steam's controller support to bind your gamepad to the movement keys. Oh, what else? Fixed AI orders panel showing track speed and not lower limits speed.
He is amused by the simplicity of this game.
Boo. Mr. RK, how you doing, bud? Thank you for the 27 months. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. How you guys doing? Fixed Andrew's signal appearing on CTC panel when Andrew's signals haven't been purchased. Fixed Wilmot station icon positioning, teleport location. Fixed Walker branch trestle alignment, regraded bottom portion. Fixed high tree density, causing trees to excessively encroach upon the right-of-way. Coal loaders no longer load cars not owned by a railroad. Fixed Robinson Gap, not loading cars if they already contain coal, likely via the prior item. Fixed issue affecting some milestones, which require cars with ballast. Fixed online passenger players and multiplayer counting toward total. Overhead camera no longer stops following a car with a simple click. And B65 is now large curve radius. D46 is now medium. So there's the D65, and there's the, what was it? D46, the Decapod is the medium. Tired as fuck, only got 1 hour solid sleep last night. Well, whose fault is that? That sucks. I'm hoping I can get a decent night, seeing I'm getting back in the loop of things here with work tomorrow. Not a really early start time. I'm just waking up at 6:30. Start at 8. Sure as fuck ain't mine. Chowing down chicken. I just said something like that. Spam. That should still be good. See, I don't even notice I'm hitting the mouse button now. It's going that soft. It's bad. Another reason why I went with the Amazon warehouse in pre-owned. It was $54.95 or whatever. And I could get it on Wednesday, where the new one, sold by someone else, ships by Amazon, wasn't going to be here until next week. I'm like, no, bro. At least I got 3 videos uploaded to my gaming channel, just waiting for the copyright dispute to clear on the 3rd one. There you go. Never mind, it's cleared. Speak of the devil. I think I might try that. The next time I do iRacing or ATS, will probably still be live to YouTube, but I might record a video of the race or of that run in ATS that we do, and then just upload that with a thumbnail. Just run it through Vegas, nothing special, and call it a day. I mean, let's be honest. No one wants to sit there and watch an 8-hour live stream, or a 6-hour live stream, or even a 3-hour live stream. Not unless they're calling it a podcast. Kruger, how you doing? Good morning, mates. 11:30 here, Monday the 5th, and done 420 minutes punching the shit out of my boxing bag. 40. Okay, I was going to say 420 minutes. Jesus. Still, that's a long time. 40 minutes. That's a good amount of time. Alright, so we're going to take control of old boy here. This, select. Yeah, he's got the brakes applied. That's good. So we'll uncouple. And forward. Tally-ho. Yeah, I still got like Vegas 13 or whatever. I'm not spending the money on something new. If 13 still gets the job done, then so be it. It gets the fucking job done, you know? So maybe this will help put me over the edge when it comes to ad revenue as well. so I can put ads every 5 minutes. I mean, every 50 minutes? I mean, hell, if they want to offer me a newer version for free, I'll take it. But that ain't gonna happen via Steam. That's where I bought this one from. I mean, fuck, I've had that since I started making videos. Yeah, there's no ROI in it for me, honestly. I mean, yeah, I might get a long period out of it, you know, if I were to buy the newer version or one, you know, something that's like 2 versions old or whatever. But, still, seeing I don't do videos very often, and it's not like I'm going to start doing them on a regular basis. You know, we're talking 1 or 2, maybe 3 a week at the most, depending on what I play. So it could be 0. You know, there isn't going to be a whole lot of ROI on that, I think. A bootleg version? I'd rather punch the crap out of a boxing bag than get locked up. This is true. The bag cannot press charges unless the guy that's on the inside finally escapes and goes to the cops. Wait, what? Bag don't hit back to you're on the deck with no... Yeah. Well, trust me, I'd find a way where the bag... I'd be like, yeah, punch it! And then it swings back at me. So I hate to say it, but I've been working on new alerts. Really not so much new. You know, they're the ones like you've been seeing here the last few days or whatever. Just they're going to be on Streamlabs. All focused. All the alerts will come from Streamlabs. It's the only one, because Stream Elements doesn't do it, where all of them will be together. Stream Elements separates Twitch and YouTube, which is kind of a pain in the ass. And so Streamlabs runs them all together. You know, and it's not like we got alerts going off every 30 seconds or something like that. So overlapping is very rare if it happen at all. But that's what would happen with Stream Elements. So if I put the alerts all over to Streamlabs, then if that were to happen, it won't happen. It'll all be in order as it came through on the feed. Because like right now, I've got my YouTube feed right here on OBS as a browser source, or a dockable browser source from Streamlabs. But it shows me Twitch events as well, except for the channel points. So like the hello motherfucker and you get nothing, that doesn't show up there. Although there might be a way to turn it on, I don't know. So I've got 2 feeds here. One from Streamlabs and one from Twitch. Streamlabs is the only one that I know of that puts it all together. So although they're separate on the page, they're separate as far as the settings, there'll be YouTube Studio saying the audio stream's current bitrate is 0. What? How could it be 0? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Someone want to jump over to YouTube and let me know? Hello world, wherever you are. Hope all are having a good day or night. You gotta stop that, man. That's too nice. Testing, testing, testing. You're being too nice, Gruber. Stop that. Knock it off. YouTube is working, you hear it? Alright, that's weird why it says the audio stream is 0. If audio is going through. Stupid YouTube. Stupid YouTube. I'll just stay over there too so I can get watch time. I think you guys have to actually be active for the time to actually count. I'm delayed. Huh. Huh. That is something I... What, like a half second? Oh. Okay, yeah, that's to be expected. I'm not worried about that. I thought you were talking about audio. I could expect there to be a small audio delay because it's going through 2 different apps and then through fucking voice meter and then it's going longer than it should, but that's just the way it has to go. Yeah, it just might be the latency as well. Since I'm running 1440 over there, I can't do ultra low latency So I'm outputting it. It says 11. It's supposed to be 12. So I'm outputting an 11, 1440 to YouTube, but then I'm doing 6,000 at 1080 to Twitch. But yeah, I don't expect both of them to be exactly the same. Different ingest server locations. Your igloo is melting? I know, it's going to be near 60 here on Thursday. The fuck? Defrauding your account? The fuck you say? The hell you say? I didn't even see Tig come on. There he is. You must have grabbed the ones from the sawmill, yep. Yeah, it's gonna get toasty. She gonna get toasty, boys. Alright, so he's up there getting logs. We're all gooch down here. He's getting repaired. When you drop those cars off, Tig, run that thing back all the way over here to Natahala or Nantahala. Once those cars are done, I mean, I can pull the Pacific out as well, but 16 tons left. I call it Nutella, like the hit. Nutella. I don't know. Nantahala sounds right. Oh well. Oh well. All right, so we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and advance it. Now it's back up again. Your audio stream's current bitrate is 0. We recommend you use audio stream Bader. Okay. I see. Okay. I see what's going on. I know. Oh, it won't let me do it. I lowered him down to 96. That's why it's doing it. That's why I gotta push it back up again. No biggie. No bigola. Alright, yeah, so I was gonna do time, wait 2 hours. Now we're down to 4 ton. Snack time? You getting the game tomorrow? It's a relaxing game. Can be addicting. Can be slightly stressful too when they start stacking cars up on you. But or overwhelming, I guess you could say. But you know, you just take it with a grain of salt, you know? Yeah, see, I didn't even push the button for that to come up, and it came up. That's how bad this left mouse button is. And it's just getting worse. %78 on that guy. He's getting up there slowly. Yeah, so Wednesday, we'll be on the sim rig. We'll be running iRacing. Don't know what the events will be. I haven't looked ahead to what is coming up next week, but we'll be running some iRacing. I'm going to try, actually, some of the IMSA. So I'm going to have to run a GT4 car, which I'm not too happy about, or an LMP3, which I'll try. I've got to purchase it. So there might be some shopping I do. But I want to try that. GT4 and LMP3 cars on the same track. One's faster than the other. So it's like 2 races in one. My old LG mouse did that. If I breathe too hard, yeah. It's like the spring is busted or something. Like I said, if a feather falls on it, it activates. Andrew, do you think a 1050 Ti graphics card will handle this game? I don't know. It suggests, what, a 1060? Is that what the minimum requirement is? The best place to ask that question would be on their Discord page. Stop loading up all stupid. There it goes. Yeah, it says 1666 gig is the minimum and recommended. To unread chat. What? Why do I have chat messages? I don't have any. It tells me there's 2 unread chat messages, but I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't get it. Whatever. Whatever. Can't do anything because of this left mouse. And I would take off the Corsair and limp along with that one until Wednesday, but everything's all zip tied nice and clean to the sim rig, to the chassis and the frame. That means I gotta undo everything just to pull the USB off and bring it over here. And I'm like, no, I ain't gonna fuck with all that. So I'm gonna have to limp along with this as it is. No problem, Andrew. Hey, hang out for a while, because my name's Andrew, too. Andrew's got to stick together. Yeah, I'm sure someone has discussed that in their Discord. In fact, you know what? I'll do you a solid. Yeah, people are asking if it'll run on it. One person says they are playing it, and it says it's cooking. It's hot. It's utilizing 98.5% of it. So no one is saying exactly yes, it'll run it, but one person says they are. I've only discovered my 1050 Ti be cooking. Like I said, 98.5% utilization of it. So yeah, it may be fine. Probably gonna stress the fuck out of it though. I'm still surprised I got that 3080 Ti for $475. Because all the other ones I was looking at were like 600. EVGA for 625. And Zotaic's a good name. I'm not really worried about it. I am not concerned one bit. I was going to say, Kruger, I didn't see what you said. Making authorization without me knowing, but caught them out on my bank statements. So, I dubbed someone a new nickname last night on a stream. I dubbed him Kung Pao Charlie. Kung Pao Charlie. Kung Pao. I don't know why I said Paw.
Sir, that is racist. That is a racist remark against the Asian population. I might have to time you out for that. So before a snowflake reports me to Twitch, yes.
I gotta get used to this microphone. I don't know how well me kind of whispering into it is going to how that sounds. I mean, overall, I'm happy with this microphone. What does the train store look like in this game? The train store? Like this? That's it. No photos, no nothing, just your basic information. They've updated this part. So price, your discount, that's with your reputation. That affects all that. Better rep you have, more discount. 20,700, and then your current balance and how much you need, because you're broke ass. We are definitely going to have to up our locomotive game when we open up the answers. Maybe 4 minutes is still too long. Cut it down to 3. What you doing there, Mr. T? Oh, you're just sitting there. %79% on the Pacific. Luke, how you doing? I've yet to find a golden egg in Tarkov. I imagine at some point they will have a little more updated store, so maybe it shows you the photo of the locomotive and what you're looking at. And I'd like to see that. I'd like to see what I'm looking at here. I have yet to see a Palace car. I have no idea what it looks like. We haven't bought one. I don't know what half this stuff looks like. So, and looks matter. Don't let any other chick out there tell you, boys. Looks matter. Point 3.
And as for drugs, well, drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. Okay.
Don't know what the point of that was, but okay. Hey, my washer's done. You can go now. Has it been 3 minutes yet? Go. Do your thing. Drive. Move. There it goes. Nice little information up there, departing, and adds a timestamp. So that's also a nice little touch. And there's the Nantahala, 1503. We're going to have to pick up pulpwood cars, too. Not good. We're already at $102,000 on the loan. Because the Pacific isn't going to be able to handle too many cars going up the hill. It's only going to be able to handle like 3 coal cars, fully loaded. Now, I don't have, a diesel like this one. So I don't know how much this one can handle. GP9 is 64,800 on the tractive and 65.4. So, looks like possibly the same amount for each of them. 40, well, almost 500,000 pounds, 447,000. So that's what's gonna help it out here. It's almost half the weight. Not, well, a little bit more, but close to it. And so the difference in the tractive effort, 447, 200,000 pounds, just round it out. Yeah, I'm not going to be worried about shortfall on the tractive effort compared to that. So, but they are pretty much the same price, aren't they? 31.5 compared to 36. Close. Close. So power supply should be here tomorrow. My Galahad shipped today. The UPS is still saying tomorrow, unless my app hasn't updated yet. Or Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And it's still in St. Peter's. If the guy had fucking left today, it could be here tomorrow. Fucking UPS. Fucking gas. It'll probably come up from St. Peter's to Decatur. And then to Urbana. One of the meds that we normally give Milo is Apoquil for his allergic reaction to whatever he's allergic to for his skin. Because if he's off of it, he turns red as a tomato. And he's just miserable. So it's an auto refill. It went out last week, over a week ago. So not this past week, the week before. And the wife was expecting it on Monday, wasn't here. Not here on Tuesday. Not here on Wednesday. She looks at it again, and now it's delayed suddenly. And then she looks, I think, yesterday or Friday, the fucking package went down, and they fill it out of Omaha. It went down to St. Louis. Now it's into Iowa. It's going all over the fucking place in the Midwest, except for coming here. So we've been having to get, just, you know, a get-by prescription for him so he can resume normal activity. I mean, the poor guy, I mean, he feels like such shit that, you know, a 5-year-old, when they're not feeling good, or a 4-year-old, you know, how they get all super clingy because they're sick, they don't feel good. He's the same way. Super clingy, wants to be right up your ass because he doesn't feel good. And, you know, breaks my heart to see him like that instead of his normal butthead self. Yeah, I see you're in Ella. If you hammer it, you might get here before he leaves. It's a 3-minute turnaround at the station. Size always matters to the ladies. Honestly, there have been some that, no, not so much. That has not been the case for the ones I have dealt with. I would say it's 50-50, 60-40, somewhere in that area.
Hello, motherfucker.
Mr. JB, how you doing? Yeah. But every woman's different. Ready for bed? I'm ready to get out of this chair for a little while. I'm contemplating if I wanted to tell dispatch, put me on the regular rotation. I'm seriously thinking that. Just going back to work. I mean, if I'm going to do it, this would be the week to do it because I certify on Wednesday. So, this week here would be the first of the 2 weeks that I use to certify for unemployment. So basically, yeah, if I wanted to get off unemployment and go back to work, I can just say, hey, put me back on the rotation, and then in 2 weeks from Wednesday, when it's time for me to go certify, I just don't certify because I know I've worked enough hours. I won't get unemployment. So, and plus, looking ahead at the temperatures, I'm pretty sure I'll be working all week this week. Next week, it's a little sketchy. It also depends on how much of a slop hole the area is going to be. I mean, last week it was pretty squishy out. Oh, now they got rain in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. Then next week we fall back into the mid-30s. Starting on Monday, 36, 36, 38, 38, 40. So, I don't know. Might just have to play it by ear.
Play it by ear.
Yeah, so when this updated, all I did was I went into my game files and removed the 3 files that I originally put in there from the route manager. A folder and 2 files. And then verified everything, and everything's working fine. We pull over at Governor Island. All right. Well, I mean, I don't have any control over it. I'm just letting it do its thing. So it got here at 15:11. So it should be rolling out in a minute. I mean, I could always just flip the switch down here, but if you've already stopped, yeah, you've already stopped. So. But I mean, like right now, I've got 4 senior guys above me that are volunteering to work. One of them last week when I talked to him said that, yeah, he's back full time. So he wants that insurance. No worries. It's going to be your last chance for a while. No, I'll probably be on it tomorrow. Open up Andrews. And then I'm going to try to make a hard push for iRacing. Got to get good. Get good. Is the switch already thrown up here? Yeah, it was. Probably work on some skins as well. Should I just be a shill? A complete sellout and just make prairie material skins for the cars now? My sponsor is my job. Oh, was it on today? I thought it might have. I thought it was. I couldn't quite tell. I saw someone live streaming it in their Discord. Or someone that I had messages with. You know, when you look at your messages, you can see what other people are doing. And he had his up. Forgot it was on today. Paid no attention. I was kind of wanting to watch it, honestly. I didn't watch the Clash last night. Kind of wanted to watch that as well. But I'll be watching the Daytona 500. I'll watch that. Didn't watch any golf this weekend. I kind of wanted to watch the Live tournament. Completely slipped my mind. Part of me... Yeah, it is. It's just doing double duty by hauling this empty back over to the yard. Because I wasn't about to send a locomotive up to Alarka. There's no way in hell I can bring myself to watch a PGA event on NBC. Mixed freight. temporarily. Someone shot a 59 or whatever at Pebble Beach on Saturday, was it? From what I saw on Twitter. And one guy was like, yeah, if you didn't watch the 15-minute interview with them, you missed out. I was like, why? How many ads did they run? Or did they try to pull that continuous coverage side-by-side bullshit? Well, watching live sports is just atrocious. Golf is a big victim of it. Football, any chance they get, they run ads. I mean, it's just... Hockey is probably the hardest for them. Thankfully, they don't run too many ads during hockey, but... You know, if it were to gain the popularity of football, I guarantee you, yeah. Producers would be hoping the goalie hangs onto the puck every chance they fucking get. Watching NBC is the worst. CBS is not that far behind. Yeah, I tuned into a match last year, and it was in ads when I tuned into it. They go back to live. The lead group, 2 guys, hit their second shot into the green. So it's just 2 shots. That's it. 2 golf shots. Back to commercials for 3 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? Hockey. So, I mean, for me, watching live sports is just almost unbearable. I just can't do it. You know, I want to show support for the PGA and whatnot, but with as bad as it is, just too unbearable. I mean, I'll be watching during the Masters, I guarantee you that. But yeah, and I've been seeing all these discussions, people tossing up their ideas on how to get viewership up for PGA events and shit like that. And it's just like, stop showing fucking ads every 3 shots. Your continuous cover shit is bullshit. Just stop. Cut back. God forbid. But that won't happen because that's how they pay everyone, obviously. Oops, I forgot. He went the wrong way. That's the downside with this, so hopefully they update it. They're only supposed to go to stops that have passengers, but there's none selected. He shouldn't have left the station. This train should not have left the station. But I don't think they have it set up that way. So hopefully there's an update that fixes that. Now I select all of them, even though he's not going to go to all of them. Because when I get to Alarka Junction, that's the crossover spot. So this rail line kicks all those people for Whittier and Bryson off, and then the other locomotive comes along, picks them all up. So although it does make it easier, at the same time though, you kind of have to keep an eye on them. And you know, on my single player, I've been leaving console up. I just leave it like right there, and I just pay attention. I just look over at it, you know, to check in on it. So that way, when I see him get to Alarka Junction, I know I gotta jump over there and stop him. Mr. Carcass, how you doing? How was Tarky, and how was... What were you just playing? Rainbow Six? Rainbow Bright, or whatever? Ah, Ghost Recon. I gotta get up and open up this door. Getting toasty up in here. Question is how long will it be until they're in here bugging me to go out? Because the wife isn't home. She had a profit sharing or bonus meeting or whatever tonight. So she's been gone for, I don't know, almost an hour now. Time did he get there? 23, so he should be leaving any second. Oh, yeah. You can go now. There's no one else is joining. There it goes. What are we doing up here? Nope. Still taking. I wonder if they're out. I've got 24 in storage. Oh, this is L2. No logs. So what are they? Go away. Wrong one. Sawmill. 23.3. So yeah, he's down a little bit. So actually wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe split these guys up between L2 and L3. Or L1 and L3 or whatever. Or maybe pick up more cars. You have to raise the price on everyone. That ticket's going to cost you $100 now instead of $1. What do you think of the Squid Game, Carcass? Got myself a juicy boy yesterday on Tarkov. Guy was trying to be all sneaky and cute with an SVD suppressed. Meanwhile, I was being sneaky and cutier. He jumped up right above me and I said, hello! Took his fucking dog tags. Level 46. Yay, there we go. Milestones. Buy that one. So we're down to 10 grand now? Yep, 10-7. So Tig is already on his way out there to go get those. He'll probably meet that passenger train around Almond. So keep an eye on that one, Tig. Since he's on his way back. So I finally got around to looking up, because I was in Silent Scotty's stream the other day. Yesterday, actually. And Moza, I had heard, is releasing a truck wheel for ATS. Or ETS ATS. And I guess the one that and he mentioned it as I was looking it up. He says it looks like it's a wheel more for ETS. And I saw it. It actually does look like it's a wheel for an ETS truck. That's the way the layout is on it. I mean, I wasn't sure what way they were going to go, but it's got buttons and controls on there and stuff like that, so... I'm not surprised they went that route. But... kind of makes me wonder if they'll take the time to do one for ATS and ETS, or just one for all. I also don't know how big of a seller it's going to be, because it's not like a lot of people who play ATS, ETS have Moza wheels. You know, direct drive is not something I think a lot of them are focused on when, you know, they wake up in the morning and, oh, I'm going to be a super trucker. You know? You don't have Texas yet? I have them all because I did a live stream. I was like, fuck it, might as well. So I've got all the states now.
Let it slow. Welcome to the party, pal.
Goods, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, bud. How you doing? Now, did you guys hear an echo on that or no? Was it just me? Let's see. I just got some info on my PC system for a graphics card update and came out with a good price for a new one, $180. Not too bad. What did you getting? It also makes me wonder if they're going to come out with a farm sim wheel, or if they're going to dub that ATS wheel their farm sim wheel as well. And obviously they have to have farm sim support, which they don't have yet. DLC too much money? And they're like, what? 11, 12 bucks now or something? I don't remember. $16.50? 18 for Texas? Wow. I would keep your eyes peeled, Kruger, because I really wouldn't be surprised if you're able to snag yourself a 2000 series for under 200 bucks. I'd be hitting up all the markets. eBay, Facebook. Craigslist. Is that still around? I never hear anyone talk about it anymore. Yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised if you're able to grab a 2000 series. Wouldn't surprise me. Full of scammers. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not going to buy something cross-country from someone unless it's eBay. If I'm going to buy something off the marketplace, then yeah, it's going to be someone local. I'm driving to your ass, and you are facing me face to face. At a Gen 3? I would not touch that guy with a 10-foot pole. A whole new system isn't a bad idea, to be honest. Depends on what you currently have. Obviously, if you don't have a whole lot of money to begin with, pick your battles. Pick your battles on that one. Tough choice, I know. I see quite often people trying to, top of the line gaming system, and they put all the hit words in there, Fortnite and everything else. And it's like an Intel i3 with a turbo to only 3.5 gig and 8 gigs of RAM and, a 500 gigabyte hard drive, not SSD, hard drive. There's a lot of just stupid shit out there. But they got all the catchphrases and all the key words in there. And so, of course, Grandma Georgia, wants to pick something up for her 12-year-old grandson, sees that it's a good price, $500 for this top-of-the-line gaming system. And then the son gets all pissed off because, he can't get past the boot screen on a fucking game. Oh, I remember, yeah. Car at the sawmill. I don't know if it's ready yet. I'll take a look here after I kick these two off. I don't want to keep up the Joneses and all the bullshit. Tech talk gives me a headache. Well, the nice thing is, graphics cards and CPUs, it's one of those deals, get what you want, top of the line right now, and you're good for 5 years. You're good for 5 years. I don't know why I just did that. The sim rig I'm going to be putting together is going to have my old 8700K in there. Nowhere near top of the line for computer power. The 3900X I've got in the streaming rig won't... Oh, it was ready? Okay. I think the 8700K is still better than the 3900 that I've got in my streaming computer, but that's not something I'm really concerned about because it's just a CPU and handles very little workload. But I mean, my current rig's got 12,900K in it. And if I do upgrade this year, like I kind of want to, then the 8,700K will get kicked to the side. The 12,900 will become the new racing rig, and I'll have a brand new 7,800 X3D in the gaming rig. You still have an i7 7700? I went from dual 1080 in SLI to 3080. So you waited a while? Yep. But I mean, yeah, it's still one of those things where as the years go on, yeah, you're going to suffer a little bit in performance. Better games are going to come out, engines upgrade, and graphics go up higher. And yeah, so instead of being an ultra on this game, you're going to have to be high on the next one. Or high down to medium. You know, you gotta roll with the punches on that. Things get better. But no, if you went out right now and got a used system, 12,900K, and a 3000 series card, you'd be set for the next 2-3 years easy. Easy. You could probably pick one of those up, $1,000, 1,200 maybe. I mean, the system I just sold a couple weeks ago to Car Free, 9,900K, 2080 OC. So he's going to be set for 1 to 2 years. I mean, the graphics card's going to a little long in the tooth. That's fine. He can upgrade that to a 3000 series sometime this year if he's got the extra money for it. And he'll be set for a couple more years. Easy. Is it the fastest thing out there? No. But it gets the job done. Comfortably. 4460? And I still have the wood on the new flight sim. That is a very old card. No. My current monitor is an HP Omen, and it's a 144 hertz. But I play at 120 because that's the pass-through for the Elgato. I mean, hey, if it's still getting things done for you, then more power to you. This was a, what, i3 or i5 recommendation, but it doesn't say what series, what gen. That's the, I don't think it did. So that's the tricky part there. $6,700 XT. Now, upgrades that I have penciled in my mind for this year, gaming-wise, the AMD 7800 X3D. I don't think I'm going to worry about a graphics card. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to stick with the 3090. What else was there? Possibly new monitors. At least the gaming side. So the Omen will get replaced with something that's, you know, one of the OLEDs or whatever, you know, one of the newer ones. For sure, I would like to upgrade the monitor that is on the sim rig. It's a 34-inch MSI ultra-wide. 99 on the refresh, 99 hertz. I'm not going to do triples. I don't have room in this current layout. I would like to see if I can get away with a Samsung 49-inch or even a 57-inch ultra-wide monitor. Is what I'd like to see if I can get away with. Now, they're insanely expensive, so... Yeah, passing it on ain't bad, yeah. Well, you got to keep in mind, too, not everything is CPU heavy. So, I mean, like right now, this game, I don't have what my voltages are. I just have my temp on the CPU is at 58 degrees. GPU is at 72. Oh, CPU is 29%. I'm sorry, I was looking right at when I said that. CPU is 29%. RAM is 50%. And I've got 32 gigs. I don't have anything on my Stream Deck here to show me what my GPU utilization is. But only 29% with this game. Is that green build a workshop? You mean green build? Back in my day. Building with Loco inside? Oh, no, that's the mechanic shop. Engine repair. That's a repair shop. I don't think I parked it there. I think Tig did, so it might have damage. Or he just parked it there because that's where he wanted to park it. I don't know. I don't know. But I gotta remember, too, you're down under, Kruger. Everything down there is an arm and a leg, man, and half your kidney. So I don't blame you for wanting to hang on for stuff as long as you have to. Yeah, I've heard boosted media talking about some of the, what the cost is in U.S. and then he says what it is, something's like $750 U.S. and then he says in Canadian rupees it's $975. Like, holy fuck! Canada is known for the same thing. Tig, I'm gonna grab one line here. And I'm gonna move it over so that way you've got a clear shot in on track 3. Yeah, he likes to park stuff in there too, even if it isn't damaged. So, but you have to hire a mechanic so if something can get worked on. Just parking one in there isn't going to do. You got to hire a mechanic who starts the next game day before anything gets done. A 4090 up here is $2,000 and up. I don't know what they go for here in the States. I honestly haven't looked for that one. Yeah, for what we get for 200, you pay 6? Yeah. Oh yeah, here too. $2,000 will get you a pretty good banger of a setup. I mean, I sold that 9900K and that 2080 to Car Freak. He gave me $1,000, but I was only going to say 800. And he's like, no, keep it for labor. So then just to kind of justify it a little bit, I tossed in my Go XLR and my Rode podcast mic. That way I didn't feel like I was completely scamming them. How much do you think I paid for my 3090 a couple years ago?
It was more than $2,000.
When I bought my 2090 back in, what was that, 20... Was it 2020? I think it was. I paid like $2,200 or $2,300 for it. But it was also part of a combo deal. And I ended up getting an AMW B450 board or whatever, because that's how Newegg was doing their whole setup. So, yeah, I paid like $2,300 for that and a motherboard, which I ended up selling off for like $150 or something. Uh-oh. Fan's not working. I'm actually pretty happy that this Galahad 360 setup I have here from Lean Lee, that the 12900K was not known for being cool. It's a hot chip. And I haven't seen it get above, I think, like 78 since I've been gaming on it. So, I haven't overclocked it. So, we're just going off of turbo. But, yeah, it's done a good job keeping it in line. So, I've been pleased with it. I'm going to look into it and come out with the right one, not the rig, not the rig-a-ding-ding. Gotta do your homework, that's for sure. You just can't go in blind and say, I'll take that one. You know. I mean, it actually wouldn't be a bad idea if you were to, like, decide to say, fuck, I'm going to build my own. Go shop around at the pre-built sites. Take notes of what they're pairing up with what their setups are. That'll give you a nice little look into what you might want to do if you were to buy the parts to build your own PC. Hey, I'm a truck driver. Son of a bitch. Alright. We gotta get everyone on here. Should I get RGB fans or just plain black fans? Do you want to have your computer lit up like that one back there? Or doing its rainbow colors like it's a rave? Or do you like the whole just blacked out? I mean, RGB is pointless if you don't have side glass. Should state that to begin with. RGB increases your FPS score and raises your cool factor by 30%. No. It all, well, tinted is still, you know, it just comes down to, do you want to see inside it? That's all it really comes down to. Do you want to have it lit up like, you know, I've got the Lian Li fans that you can see on the side there. And the motherboard's got its own. I've got the RGB RAM that you can see streaking down. I do like the Lian Li setup. But Corsair, actually, their setup, that looks pretty nice right now. Not gonna lie. Their setup is pretty fucking simple and pretty sexy. I think they did Lian Li one better with that, the way they hook up everything. Yeah. IQ is shit, like Logitech software. They're both shit. But that new setup that they have is pretty nice. Fewer cables, plug and play, done. Not so much for the Lian Li. I looked at it. Let's see. 1654 gig for $200. You know, RGB is just... I don't know. I mean, you don't... mine's not in rainbow. You know, everything is green. My keyboard's green. The mouse is green. The mouse over there is green. The keyboard over here with the mouse for the streaming computer is green. You know, the keyboard over here on the racing rig is not green because I don't have that option. Otherwise, it would be. You know, everything I have on here is green, but including that. Yeah. I kind of like that it lights up the rig on the inside a little bit to see things a little easier, but to each their own. I mean, it doesn't really affect the power draw. You know, there are no drawbacks, really, with RGB other than personal preference. Oh, yeah, Everest, you know, no. To each their own, you know, yeah. 1660 Ti, 6 gig, 3 fan. There you go. See? See? Now watch, as soon as you pull the trigger on one and you pick one up, you're going to see one within a week that's better than what you got and for the same price. That's how it works. You're going to see like a 2060 come up for $210. And maybe you could have swung that and you're like, son of a bitch, you know? Watch. It's going to happen. It's how the world works. But you can't live your life that way. Sometimes you just gotta shit or get up the pot. Pull the fucking trigger, you know? See, I hate this. Let me put the flare right here. Let me put the flare right here, all right? You know why? Because the fucking AI is going to stop 40 feet back anyway. It's not going to go anywhere near it. So let me put it up there. But no, I got to put it all the way back here. Because apparently they think it's going to stop right on top of it. No, he's going to stop all the way fucking back here. Griping. I know, I'm griping. Welcome back. 15-year-old Asus won't handle anything more than 1660. Not bad for an old machine. We had that last night or a couple nights ago. I know I woke up this morning and let the dogs out and everything had that frost on it. I don't know what it got
Losers
down to.
always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
She was too drunk, all right? Too drunk. 10-shot, how you doing? It's only an I-5. Do with what you got, man. Gotta work with what the good Lord gave. Wait, no. Good Lord didn't give you that. That does not apply here. Hey, if the prom queen gone pull. No, man, because then that she can still turn around and call the cops on you. Because he took advantage of her while she was drunk. And she was not in the right state of mind to give permission. You gotta watch that shit. You gotta watch that shit, man. No, we don't gear shame people around here. We don't do that. Some people might, but no, we don't do that. You run what you brought. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I don't think that's gonna hold up in court, my guy. Oh man, she was 3 sheets to the wind, but she signed this consent form. Sir, she signed it Minnie Mouse. Fuck. God, 3 minutes feels like a damn eternity. Three red LED fans incoming. Not on my setup. That's the other thing. You sometimes have to watch out for what kind of plug do they use. So, the Gigabyte board that I'm going to be having on the racing rig PC doesn't have... I can't remember, because there's 2 types of RGB plugs. There's a 12 volt and a 5 volt. Oh, excuse me. One's got 4 pins, the other one's got 3. It's 1 space and then 2 more. And not all RGB stuff works. So, like these Lee and Lee fans that are in my cases here, I couldn't use the 4-pin because that's a 12 volt. I have to use the 3-pin one. Otherwise, I probably fry them or something. I don't know, because the 3-pin is a 5 volt. So you got to kind of keep that in mind as well when you're planning your system out. Make sure find out what it uses to, what it plugs in with and everything, and make sure you've got that on your board. Otherwise, yeah, you fucked. Because there's no way to step it down either. Say you need a 3-pin 5 volt one or whatever, but all you got are the 4-pin 12s. There's no way to step it down. I've looked. I did not find anything that allows you to plug into the 12 volt and it steps down so you can plug in the 3-pin. It doesn't work that way, and it obviously doesn't work going the other way, I think, so. Go to the shop. Uh-oh. I think when you're on your way back, Tig, I'm going to pull the Pacific out and send him on his way over to Whittier as well. Tech Lounge, huh? Oh, that's not a bad look. Yeah. Not a bad look. And your fair share of Discord. I'm surprised when I hear how many channels some people are in. Like over 100. The fuck? Taking the glass off. I mean, what did I count? Like 16 or whatever on mine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, and mine 21. So I've got Darius Frost's server. I've got Manor Lords, a game I'm keeping my eye on. I've got Bar Riders, because I keep on having issues with his stuff for Spotify and Stream Deck. Astragon, because of Construction Simulator, but I guess I can leave that one. Evil Wix Tavern, which is Evil Reyes. Railroader, Moza. Army Vets server, Cope. Railroads Online official server. Satisfactory, Struckbot.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Flutes, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the channel. How you doing, man? Ryan K, Sim Game Alliance, PV Community, Dusty, Sock Drawer, Days, Carcass's friends server, my cousin's server, Mr. Moose, and then of course mine. And a lot of these I don't go around. I don't partake in or anything. I don't talk in there. I don't read anything. I'm only there, because support, I guess, in some way. I don't talk in Mr. Moose's server or anything. I don't do anything over there. I could leave it, but I don't want to because I still consider Moose a friend of the channel, a friend of mine. My cousins, obviously my cousin, I'm not leaving that one. I could leave the server that Carcass is in because I don't go in there very often. I don't play Tarkov with them very often. And they're in my server anyway. So, Days, friend of the channel. Haven't talked to him in ages, but haven't, same for Dusty. There's some of these I could actually leave, but I forgot. I have to do it myself. Luce, hello, I'm doing alright. Saw you were a fellow Illinois native and had to give support. Thank you very much. Eventually, I knew that little tag down there would pay off. Still waiting for my mechanic to show up in here. Tell him to go fix my fucking truck. Wow, this is certainly worth the trip. Only 6 passengers on that train. Train coming your way, Mr. Tig. He never flipped the switch, so it's been sitting here at Governor's Island. I wish while playing single player on this, it would allow the AI to go to different areas so you can do. They are working on that. There is a video that was posted January or late December showing the AI going from one track to the other and flipping the switch on its own. They are working on that. It is coming. No ETA, but it is coming. In a way, it will at least hook up to cars if you use the yard mode under AI. But I do agree. I'll get the game, see if it will run, and if not, I'll go get a new... There you go. Yeah, worth a shot, right? I noticed since the cement company moved over to the next block... Yes, that's probably all the dust. Either A, all the dust they're kicking up, or B, they're blowing out a lot of material, cement, fly ash, slag, stuff like that. Our yard up in the western suburbs gets big issues with that. The yard has been there for years, and then they built homes 20, 30 years ago or whatever. And so they've been trying desperately to get the plant shut down because they can't open their windows because of the dust and the noise from the plant. Bitch, you moved right there across from us. You knew we were here. You have to wash your car every 2 days? Yeah, some places aren't so willing to do that, I know up there they're running a water truck constantly to keep the dust down. They're trying to be nice to the neighbors, but it's an ongoing battle, It's Rolling Meadows, which is an upper middle class suburb anyway. So when you got a whole HOA full of Karens, who do you think's going to win that battle? Housewives with rich husbands or well-off husbands, and so they've got nothing better to do with their time except drink wine and watch soap operas or something. Gotta remember the pool boy. Yep. No, they don't have a gardener. It'd be a landscaping crew, and they'd be all Mexicans anyway. So I don't think a lot of them do that. I haven't heard of that, actually, but not saying it doesn't happen, but just not very common. The pool boy is usually just one person, maybe two. I'd let my kids run around with a police siren going near. I would too. But that's why, I've heard so many bad stories about HOAs and dealing with them. And yeah, I don't care. I win the fucking lottery. I'm not moving to an area that has an HOA. I want no. 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 It's just, you're not living freely then. You're living under their standards, their restrictions, what they expect you to do, and how your place looks. And I mean, my mom's cousin, it was a trailer area, and I think it was actually for senior people, but she was living there because her grandmother died and she took over her place, or whatever the story was. But she was living in there with her husband at the time. And her husband was a whack job to begin with, but I had to go over there while I was in high school. Have my mom drive me over there with the mower to cut their grass. So it had been dry. I didn't cut it for like a week or two, but the grass still grew in certain spots. The HOA came out with a tape measure and went around the yard measuring different spots and said, you need to cut this grass within 3 days, or whatever the penalty was going to be. I remember it was harsh. And so then I had to race over there and cut the fucking grass. If some fucker's going to come around and measure how tall my grass is in my yard, you better do it quick, because I'm going to go out there and break my fucking foot off in his ass. Cocksucker going to come over here and start, get the fuck out of here. Got nothing better to do. So a friend of mine got, him and his wife lost their house was because of the HOA. When the economy took a shit, when 08 or it was 08 or 10 or something like that. He was an electrician in Chicago and finally got laid off. And so they were like, yeah, we're going to withdraw from the HOA. And they're like, no, you can't. He's like, well, I'm unemployed. I don't have the money to pay you. So I'm not paying you. We're going to pay our mortgage. So they, got in a fight about it. And it was a long time battle. Their friends also in the neighborhood took the wife and the kids to the pool house. And one of the members of the board saw them there and was like, you're not allowed here. They're my guests. Too bad. No. And kicked them out. Banned them. And I guess in the HOA contract, it had a stipulation in there that they are able to take someone to court to seize their house for not paying the dues to the HOA. They can kick you out of your house and resell it. Get the fuck out of here. Not happening. Cops ask, keep in mind, we're not pigs. We don't have, foot deep grass out back or whatever, But we're also not going to be on the cover of Better Homes and Gardens anytime soon. But, yeah. The cops asked me to move out. The cops asked me to move on. I took one step to the left, and the cop asked me to move on, so I took one step to the right. I did. We got a smart guy here. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was the HOA that finally got him out. Or they might have just said fuck it and left, because her grandmother died and left her house to her. So they ended up moving over there. And so in the end, I don't know. I thought it was the HOA that finally gave him the boot, but they might have just said fuck it and, here, you guys can fight with the bank. I don't know. But the HOA was in the works, in the process of getting them kicked out. Lawyers were involved. I mean, fuck that. I'm not going to live in a neighborhood where you're going to dictate, what type of trees I can have in my yard, what kind of fence I can put up, what kind of, what kind of dog I can have, or if I can even walk my dog in the yard. But towns are going that way too. I think one of the south suburbs, Homewood, I think it was. Yeah, what color paint? All that shit, yeah. Homewood put in a law years ago. I think it was Homewood. I could be wrong. Or it could be Olympia Fields. But they have a law on the books saying that you cannot park trailers, pickups, or RVs in your driveway in front of the house. They cannot be visible from the street. It has to be in the garage or behind the garage, out of sight. They cannot be visible from the street. Pickups cannot be visible in your driveway. This was the town that put that law in. I don't know why that switch is thrown, but okay. Oh, this is probably where he waited. Tig, why didn't you get going with that train? There's a spot down here around Wesser, I think, where two trains can pass. Where you probably could have met me in Almond. Delivered a bed to an HOA apartment on Friday. Had the president come out yelling at me because I was parked wrong. I asked the dude who he was. I said, "Are you a building manager or a cop?" He said he was the HOA president. And I told him, "You're a fucking nobody." No, the HOA stuff is for people who want things a certain way. And it's, they have their house a certain way, and they think everyone else around them needs to have their house a certain way. And seeing people not do that triggers the fuck out of them. And so this is their way of getting that control over everyone in the neighborhood. They're a control freak. They're OCD, and, they want everyone else to be in lockstep with them. I've heard of other people having run-ins with people at an HOA for varying things. I just lost it. Oh, now it wants me to fuck you, Tribune. There, I took a screenshot of it real quick before. Yep, there it goes. It kicks it over. Aha, guess what? I got a screenshot, so fuck you. I can read it that way. Yeah, I didn't get the full thing, but Flossmoor. It was a village of Flossmoor. The village initially banned the vehicles, anything over 8 tons, pickups, trucks, in 1975, making it so that no one who lived in Flossmoor could legally keep a pickup in town. Officials eased the prohibition in 1989, permitting the parking of personal use pickups as long as the trucks were kept in closed garages. The issue received attention again last year when residents started an online petition asking officials to reconsider parking restrictions. Wall Street Journal wants me to subscribe as well. $50 ticket. That's what I was trying to find. What does it cost? It's a $50 ticket. James, how you doing, bud? Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Those towns over there, Homewood, Flossmoor, Crete, they were all trying to keep the South Side surge out of their town. But they failed. You know, Olympia Fields was also once nice, and they saw what happened to them, and that's gone slightly downhill. And, you know, Crete was the same way. They put up all new homes on the outskirts, and it went cheap housing, Section 8, all these different things, and they were coming out of the city, moving into there, and they saw what happened to Bloom Trail and things like that, and schools went to shit, neighborhoods went to shit, crime went up, and the people that were living in the old part of town, and where I was, you know, the town where I partially grew up in, was the same way. Old part of town, you know, was still trying to stay nice. And then, of course, all the older people that have been there since the 50s and 60s or 70s, they're moving away because the kids are all grown up. They're dying off, what have you. The family doesn't want to keep the house because they've moved somewhere else and they're out in the suburbs or another state. They don't want to keep the house. They sell it off. Property values have fallen. So, I mean, it's sad to see what were once nice little communities turn into shitholes. But, you know, nowhere else for these people to go. So, if I had to deliver anything to an HOA area, fuck that. I'd be ringing a customer to meet me at freaking Walmart, pick your shit up there. Yeah, it's, you know, and that's one of the reasons why HOAs will say, I'll have to wait. Did you finally start rolling out? Yes, you did. Well, I will hit that switch right there for you. We're going to be really close, Tig. I don't know how fast you got that thing moving, but right now this sighting is pretty much halfway between us. Careful. Yeah, the our passenger's doing 33 and a half. You know, HOAs will say that's why they're established, so they can protect against the neighborhood deteriorating like that. I don't know if they can keep people from moving in. I don't know if they can do that. Then again, they open up the book for litigation and lawsuits if they, you know, if it's a racial thing, you know. But I know that's the main argument of people who believe in HOAs? What are you doing? Oh, he's already on his way back. Son of a bitch. That was quick. Oh no, he's on his way up. Okay, okay. Yeah, so for anyone that's out there watching this at a later date over on YouTube, hello YouTube, and you're gonna be buying a house in the near future or whatever, just keep in mind, watch out for HOAs. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. I'm sure there are. But more often than not, you're going to hear of the bad ones. And you're going to hear a lot about the bad ones. I know of some that are almost like a small town within a town, in a way. You know, they hire someone or a company to clear sidewalks and streets of snow. They hire landscapers for any parks in the area. You know, so your dues that you pay, I think monthly to the HOA, do get used for upkeep. But they're all different. Some of them have amenities, you know, community center, pool house, what have you, parks. I have seen some that don't have any of those things. So it's like, why am I paying for this when the village does it anyway? All right, how are we looking here? Oh, it's going to be close. I think Tig is going to get into it before the train does. Oh, passengers coming into it right now, actually. There he is over there. Tig should be coming around that bend here in a minute. That passenger is going to have to slow down at least because I've got the switch down here thrown. So Tig can just pull right through. Ah, it worked out just fine. Worked out just fine, my guy. Yeah, let's get him out of here. 89% on the tender. 80 on the locomotive. Good enough. Maybe I'll park him down there at Whittier. You can finish the repairs overnight. Yeah, I guess I could send him there. Okay. Becomes true here. And you know what? We'll put a fusee right here. So then I'm going to send him into here, over to there, park him in there. And Tig can come through. We'll flip that one, flip that one, and he's good to go. Yeah, that reminds me. Get a coal car down here. No, we'll send him to Bryson on the next one. Alright, I'm going to step away for a second, get something to drink, and maybe use the bathroom, now that I think about it. Oh, yeah, buddy. What? Since I've got a minute. Take a look at something here real quick. I knew there was... Oh, I'm hearing myself. Oh, because the mute is right here. I knew there was an update. I knew there were... Ah, why the hell... I turn this on, and suddenly I hear myself. Wonder why that is. Why do I hear myself? I shouldn't. I have no idea. Pretty big update.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
No idea.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Something fucked up. Not me. Now I gotta wait for an update. Update in progress. Keep your headset charged and connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yo! You about done? Tick-tock, motherfucker!
Hey, talk to Meta. Talk to Meta about it. Why the hell... Alright, so it isn't looping through. So, somewhere here, I get to hear myself, and I don't know why. Why? 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 I don't know. Huh. There it goes. It's finally... Oh. Yeah. Finally off. Finally off. Why am I... What did that do? What did it do? Huh? Why am I hearing myself? Why? I don't want to hear myself. I honestly have no idea. And it's really annoying. Really fucking annoying. Mute the stream? It's not the stream. I'm not hearing the stream. This is instant. So it's somewhere here on this computer. But the thing is, I am not seeing any feedback. I'm not seeing where it's looping through or anything. There is absolutely no reason whatsoever why this should be looping through. I'm completely lost, completely baffled. All I did was turn on the fucking Oculus headset. That's it. And now, there it goes. So, the wavelength had myself. Wait, hello. I don't want to do that. It was muted. I did this, and then I did that again, and now it's off. So, for whatever the reason, it decided to unmute it. I don't know. We're fixed. We're good. We're gooch. We're good. Y'all can shut the fuck up now. It wouldn't be a Casket stream, though, without issues, right? Right? So you'd even stop the music. Or I don't hear it anymore. Oh. This is what's tricky about this mouse. I'm not even pushing the button, but it's still registering that I hit the button. So it's doing shit. That's why chat was halfway over in the screen. Because when I was working on the Streamlabs stuff, it must have grabbed the box for chat and moved it. Because the left mouse button is so loose right now. It has to be like a spring or something in there. It has to be. But I was hoping there was going to be an update. Because whatever happened with the V60 update on that thing, it broke virtual desktop. And I kind of need that to do iRacing and ATS. I can use the Oculus Link, but the Wi-Fi doesn't play too well. You've got boxes over here, it's stuttery, you turn your head, and then like 2 seconds later, it moves. It's latency and lag galore. And so I would have to use the 16-foot or 24-foot cable to plug into it. Downside with that is, it isn't going to keep that headset fully charged for a regular 3 or 4 hour stream. Ain't going to work that way. So, alright, so now he's set the reverse, so when the time is up, he will go. He is over here. I gotta make sure I grab everyone. And we'll set him for reverse as well. And there's Tig. And there's the Pacific rolling in. Turn that off, select, reverse, break off, and go. So I'm going to switch him over to Whittier. Yeah, you can see he's still that dull, flat black or charcoal color compared to the Tender, which is straight gloss black. That's how you know something's damaged. So now he should be in there for the night to get repairs. If he's at 80% right now, he'll be 90 probably in the morning. 95. He'd be good. Yeah, we're going to have to start splitting that guy up. Now we're just waiting on Tig. And once, I think I said this in the other stream, once the Sim PC is going, this will be the main mic So the first few streams, well, the first stream on Wednesday, will be working with this to get this sounding almost as good as it is here. So that'll be interesting. But this will be the mic I use over there, so I don't have to swing this around. Plus, since this is a USB mic, it isn't like there's a USB splitter, you know. I've got an XLR cable here that does 2 into 1. You don't quite have that with USB. You've got hubs where you can select, but it isn't one of those 2 into 1 or 1 into 2 kind of deals. You don't have anything like that. And if you do, it's usually just for charging. There's no data. So that's the thing that people really get fucked over a lot is they pick up a USB cord or some kind of hub or whatever, and it only does charging because the data lines aren't in there or they're not connected. And so people, oh, why isn't this working? Because you get the wrong fucking cable. And unfortunately, I don't think any way to see if it's a data or charge only. So, yeah. That's a thing. The thing I haven't decided yet is, do I try to wire in IEMs, the in-ears, the earbuds, or do I stick with my wireless? If I do anything VR, the IEM is going to be easier to deal with. And you know what just popped in my head was I was talking about the monitor for the sim rig. So that was Samsung, right? Alright, so let's see. The Samsung 49-inch Odyssey G9 3SC series OLED curved gaming monitor, 240 Hz, 0.03 ms on the refresh, I assume, dual QHD, display HDR, True Black 400, FreeSync Premium Pro, $1,200. Normally $1,600. (32:9) aspect ratio, 0.03 fast response time. But does it work with NVIDIA? Not all FreeSync is NVIDIA compatible. I search? No, I can't. Oh, maybe I... no. But questions. Anyone ask any questions? No, that's not showing up either. You should be all lined up. We go straight through. Alright, so what is... Can I select the 57 from here? Nope. Go at the Samsung store. I want to see how much this is, because it was, I guess brand new was like $2,000. $57-inch Odyssey Neo G9, $1,999. $2,000. Dual 4K UHD 1000R curved gaming monitor, 240 Hz, 1 millisecond response with DisplayPort 2.1. Quantum Mini LED Display HDR 1000 AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. $57 inches, man. That's one Matt Malone who does only iRacing. He uses that one instead of triple monitors. Product weighs 41.9 pounds. Item dimensions 19.7 inches by 52.3 by 24. That's a big bitch. 42-pound monitor. Jeez. I mean, the images. I saw his video he has on YouTube going over it because it was a sponsor stream. I don't know if they sent it to him no charge or if he got a good price on it or whatever, but you know, even though he was using the camera and looking at it this way, it still looked pretty fucking good. And I know the new monitors that are coming out, they're like just fucking crystal compared to, you know, 2-year-old monitors like what I've got here. You know, the newer stuff is just leaving it in its dust. Whereas LG is still a good Ultra Gear curved gaming monitor, QHD, 200 Hz, 1 millisecond ultra wide display, 32:9. And that's one reason why these prices are not higher. This one here, $549, $550 for a 44.5-inch curve LG, because it's got FreeSync. Nvidia just, it probably would have bumped it up another $500-600. $5120 by 1440. Another LG DQHD 5120 by 1440. 240 hertz. $1,054. Or you can get it used, very good condition, for $731. Would you do that, chat? Would you save yourself almost $300 actually? $1054 or $1055, or you can get it very good condition for $731. Would you do that? Run the risk of getting it used? To save yourself $300? I mean, the one problem I can see is if they're anything like Newegg, then you run the risk of not having certain cables. You know, when I bought this Asus TUF monitor, the 27-inch I have up here, it didn't have the power brick. It didn't have the cable. It had the brick, I think, because I have an extra brick here. It didn't have the cable that goes from the wall to the brick, if I remember correctly. So, essentially, if I didn't have another Asus power cord laying around, I wouldn't have been able to plug this thing in because it didn't come with it, and there's no guarantee that it was going to come with it. So, basically, since I bought an open box, it's missing something, you're fucked. It is basically the general consensus with it. This case, I got lucky. I mean, the wife got me this Samsung Watch 5 used. She likes the band I put on here. She bought a different one instead of the white one that came with it, because this is the Golf version. It was like a leather band that she got, and then I ended up picking up the Link version. And she's like, I like that. That really looks good. Thank you. I have good taste sometimes. Sometimes. Let's get these two off before he takes off. Where's the other one? He's on his way back. He's got everyone. Oh, he stopped. I did not know that because Tig never put the switch back. Good job, Tig. I had one job to do. How long has he been sitting there? 03. So he's about to go. Yep, there he goes. So the Super Bowl's next week, right? No. Well, let's see. All right, there's that. And the Phoenix Open. All right. So the Phoenix Open and the Super Bowl in the same day. That's right. Daytona is a week after. Really? Won't be watching it? I haven't decided. Obviously, if I'm going to watch it, I won't be streaming. I could go live in the afternoon so I can watch the game at night. But then again, I'd be missing the the Phoenix Open. Oh, yeah, you know they will, yeah. They'll probably fucking do side by side or something. Just like they do that continuous play shit, it'll be the same thing. It'll be a side by side with one camera on them and the other on the fucking game. Come on, Tig, kick that shit up to 35 and go! I know you got it on AI. Yeah, it's old. They're overplaying it. I could care less, but they're doing it for the ratings because the Swifties are watching, and they know they're watching, and so they've got to do it. You know, I don't get Predator games from Nashville, but one of their players is married to Carrie Underwood. And so I don't know. I know during the Hawks broadcasts, it wasn't very often you saw her up in the booth. So I can't speak for Nashville Predators broadcasts if they're always showing her. But granted, Carrie Underwood, maybe not as big of a star as Taylor Swift. But you know, it's still, at the end of the day, still a little too much, I think. Yeah, I thought about it, but I never got it out. I was going to ask Flus Drewski where in Illinois he's at. So if you're still here, Drewski, I had it in the back of my mind, and then it just kind of bloop, got overrun. Oh, you're still here. You said you're Illinois. Where at? Give me your address. No. Where are you from? McHenry, okay. So, far west suburbs. You're not that far away from Matt Malone. All right, I think we got more Illinois people here than Canadian. Well, unless you include Kojak, because he's, practically Canadian.
Respect my authority!
Because we got Car Freak, Carcass, Andy, are all Illinois. Big Easy, Chicago.
Motherfucker!
And now, Drewski. He just has to become a regular. We have to get our hooks into him. Not scare him off. He can become a regular, and then we outnumber Canadians.
Yo, you about done? Tick-tock, motherfucker.
Hey, don't give me that TikTok shit. You're the fucking one that's slowing the train down and shit. Where are you from, Bernie? You weren't in Illinois, were you? I forget where you're from. How you doing, by the way? Oh, the AI does a fine job slowing it down. I've not had AI derail one train yet. I'd set it at 35, and I let it do its thing. It does just fine. Okay, PA, okay. And the passengers, I have them do 40. There's been no issues. Oh, shit. Now he's going to drive it himself. Now there will be damages. Look out, Tig's driving. AI's off. Now this next phase is going to take 2 days. Oh yeah, I forgot. Azure, who was just in here the other day. The one I bought the graphics card off of. Because he's in the next town over from me. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6. 7, including me. Haha, we win. Illinois, yay! You suck. State sucks. Do you know the very first train line and first steam engine ran in all the United States took place in Pennsylvania? I did not know that. Yeah. You would have thought it was like New York or something. Almost there. He's coming down. He just left Almond. $18.29. Wow. But they already had one running in Europe, right? In Britain, I think, wasn't it? That's where it was invented, I think. Get it, Tig, leave it alone. It does just fine. Let's see. Name that tune. See, look at that, Tig. I have him set to 35, and he's still doing 28. They slow down on their own. It says right there, status, track speed, 30. There you go, Jingle Bells.
Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Out of my way, jerk ass!
You got knocked the fuck out! Motherfucker!
Yeah, like I said, all my freights are 35 miles an hour. I'll sometimes set them to 40 if they're heading out towards Nantahala. Nantahala. But, otherwise, yeah, I set it all to 35 on the freight, 40 on the passenger, and the AI does a fine job keeping it on the rails. Unless I'm going up like, if I'm sending a log train up, I set to 25. If I'm going up the Robinson Gap for coal, I set that at 20-25. Going up Alarka Copper is 15. I set that to. But it doesn't matter what I set it to, it's still gonna go to whatever the track allows. So, I mean, you can just set it to whatever speed you want to put it at, and if the track allows it, it will do it. But I think 35 is just fine for freight. Damn it! Alright, we're clear all the way in. Clear all the way in. By right, freight and passenger speeds would be totally different from each other, which the player can do themselves. Why? Hey, he's fine. Why is he slowing down? Or did you just change that? No, it can't. It couldn't have been changed because I just came through here with the Pacific. Well, and generally, I would like to think, I would assume, that passenger cars don't have the tendency to roll over like the freight car would. Their suspensions are different, their weights are different, the center of gravity is lower, lighter. Alright, as soon as you park that and disconnect and move up, I will sleep us through the night. I wonder if it'll fit in this section here on track 3 between switches. Then you can just pull over to the 4th line over there. No, we're not. We're going to be too big. Funny thing, on this line, real life freight had the right of way, unlike standard mainline for passenger service was right of way. I would assume because that was maybe a whole momentum thing. That would be my guess. You don't want to lose momentum on the locomotive with the hills and everything. It takes till Alexa to put the handbrake on, like it fucking matters. But here, not so much. Other yards, maybe. That's why I set my air brake to like 80 or 70, and then I detach everything once the cars have air built up in them. I don't set handbrakes myself. All right, here we go. Sleep time. Reputation dropped. Awesome. Great. Went from 106 to 103. 48 cars. And we're at capacity, so that means, what, around 10 o'clock we're going to get more cars? We got a lot for the sawmill. Let's see, Bryson, coal. We got a lot for coal. Holy shit. Alarka. Are you kidding me? It didn't drop off the repair track. Son of a bitch. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to grab the Alarka cars. I'm going to pull them out, hook them up to the Robinson Gap, and then haul all of these with the Pacific down to Bryson. So, Tig, if you want to handle the Whittier Sawmill cars, which are almost all of them, except for Ella, if you want to handle all those, and then bring you and the 10 down to Bryson, that'd be great. That pisses me off. I'd rather have the Gap cars and all the others sitting at 10 o'clock rather than waiting for the Nantahala cars. I want to get that shit fixed, and now we're gonna have to fucking wait. Maybe more eastwards towards Saluda grade, but reasons for this area is because more freight was pulled in passenger service. Actually, wait. No. Hold on. Hold your fucking horses there, guy. Might as well top you off since I'm right here, hey? You know, yes and no. Well, shades were before all of this, weren't they? I mean, this is, I'm guessing, in the 50s. We're talking after World War II, and I thought the Shay was early 20th century. All right, so late 19th century. So yeah, they were already way outdated. At least for this period. I mean, I don't know how long the railroad was in operation, but I also remember hearing that they weren't super popular. I thought they were mainly a West Coast, Oregon, Washington area, like that kind of logging camp setup. Oh, finally closed in 2017, huh? Wow. I still have, or did he unhook me? He did. Oh, he already pulled him out. Okay. Good job. Yeah, you can push those all down and then drop the Ella and then back them in. That almost works out perfectly. That's a lot of coal cars going to M2E. The whole stretch was 4.8. I need to roll back a little bit more. Grab that last Bryson. I don't remember applying the brakes, but apparently the train wanted to. I don't know. Oh, Tig, you're kind of fucking me here. Yeah, I would have to call into question the planning on that one. But then again, back in those days, it wasn't so much looking to be efficient. It was just get it done. "41 cars strong, baby. 1,400 tons, but that ain't gonna be that. I mean, look at all these fucking hopper cars here. Holy, I mean, that's the bulk of the train. Out of 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are non-hopper cars. A lot of fucking cars. Robinson Gap is the bulk of it, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we got the passenger train coming in from Ella. So old boy's gonna have to kick off to the side here and wait. Wait his damn turn. We got Howard Johnson up here. Kick off everyone. Kick those. And then forward for him. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, that is pretty staggering. Stepford, Casket Man, has you caused confusion and delay? You has caused confusion and delay. Me never. I was framed. It was my evil twin. Man, there ain't gonna be no one on this fucking train. Almond. 7 people. Yeah, that's fucking worth it, eh? Yeah, Stenzel will be coming in later as well. And we got one at Holyfield ready to go back. Just hold your fucking horses there, guy. You're fine right where you're at. I don't know why you're trying to inch your way up. You're fine. He's over here trying to move up 3 more fucking feet. I don't know if that's something that the devs can work out or not. You put that flare down in the track and, you know, the engineer will stop and then inch up 2 more feet, then stop, then inch up 3 more feet, then stop. Close enough. That'll do. Stop. And away you go. Timely delivery. We love to see it. Only $3. Cheap asses. So what is this confusion I have caused? Care to enlighten me? Oh, you never know. I mean, back in the day, that could have been something, you know, legit. There was always some kind of drama that I started or was a part of, so you never know, you know. Yeah, see, finally, he just stopped. He's trying to inch up just a little bit more. Good enough, dude. Jesus. Fucking contractors will do that to me when I'm pouring concrete. He has me back up, and then, alright, stop. Alright, back up just a minute more. Okay, stop. You know, I've got to move a 60,000 pound freaking truck 1.5 inches. We're trying to be precision here when we're doing a fucking floor? Come on, man. I shake my head every fucking time they do that. Move up just a little bit more. Come back just a little bit more. What the fuck? And I only roll back like 2 inches. Then he's like, okay, good. Fucking ass clown. What? Streamer.bot says unable to refresh your Twitch bot token. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here with streamer.pop. Apparently I can connect to Wavelength with this as well now. Huh. I mean, it's still seemingly connected to Twitch. That's right. Vape it up. Better than smoking. I try to make sure it doesn't come through the mic so you don't hear on the microphone, though. I try to be considerate. And I also try to remember not to blow it right for the camera. Ah, shit. I wish the AI was smart enough to realize that there are no stations going down this way. It's supposed to go off. It's going to stop at whatever station is on the list. There are no stations past Whittier because we haven't bought the Silva extension yet. So you would think that it would be smart enough to say, hey, I don't have any more going this way, but I've got Ella. Let's go to Ella. No, it's not. Hopefully they fix that. True, but they've done a decent job with the AI in this game. Compared to, like, Farm Sim or ATS, where I swear they found some of the dumbest AI you could ever think of. I was watching someone, they're streaming to Twitch at 1440. And I was like, I mean, he's a partner, so he gets a higher bit rate than us lowly affiliates, but I mean, I could do it if I wanted to, but if I don't have transcoding, a lot of you guys could be fucked when it comes to your resolution and buffering and shit like that, and I'm still locked in at 6. I guess some instances I can go higher. There's been multiple debates I've seen on Reddit. Some people say they stream out at 8. Oh yeah, that's what. And they've had no issues, even though Twitch caps them at 6. I've done it a couple of times where I've left it up, and Twitch has yelled at me. And it calls it unstable and everything else. So, for a while, I was streaming out at 6,500, I think. And then Twitch started throwing fits about it. No Autobots here. And if there are, Mr. Kojak gets to bust out his unused winter collection of banhammers. Or is it the spring collection now? Since the hedgehog didn't see a shadow. I should have this guy going to Alarka. Instead of just doing 3 stops. Oh yeah. I've seen freezing fog. Watched a dude go head on with oncoming traffic because of it. It was still foggy as fuck out, and he was being impatient and went to go past a minivan and went head on with another minivan. Why is he slowing down so much? This isn't the 15 mile... This is the 15 mile an hour section. Not over here, dipshit. Oh yeah. That dude and that... It was a 300, I think. It was the Intrepid version of the Chrysler, which is the 300, I think it was. Or, no, New Yorker keeps on coming to my mind, but I think it was the, I just missed my switch, too. I think it was a 300. That ass then got like 6 feet up in the fucking air, man. But he hit the brakes and he just went sliding. There was no way he was stopping. Yeah, no biggie. I'll just go down and we'll flip that one there. Stop them around there, maybe. It's 40 cars. It still seems like Casket's voice is still slightly like he's in a tunnel. It's not Casket normal voice. Well, I've modified it a little bit with the microphone, but yeah, nothing really different. Still figuring out some of the settings on this new mic. Taking control. Oops. Nothing's changed. No. Yeah, once again, it stopped way so fucking. Suddenly, it's afraid of switches. Milo. Wife is home, so of course he has to come in here and get one of my shoes. He's come in here, dropped his rope before, and grabbed one of my shoes. He just loves prancing around with the fucking thing. It's just good to have him back to normal. He still has to have surgery in a few months or something whenever we work up the extra money for it. Like $4,000, $5,000 or whatever. Guess who? Surprised he hasn't come in here yet to start barking at me. I better hit that switch real quick before passenger gets back in here. Come on, brakes, release. Come on. You know what? I might as well just run him straight up to Robinson Gap. Or Alarka Junction, that is. Yeah. Away you go. There's a passenger. There's Tig and Whittier handling everything. I'll let Indy out, and he starts barking. I'll take a step outside and tell him to shut the hell up. And he stops. He goes out there right now and barks, and the wife will go out there, and we're standing in a doorway and be like, Indy, stop it. And he just flat out ignores her. But he's a mama's boy. That's what I don't get. He goes nuts more over her coming home than me. But, you know, he listens to me when I tell him to stop doing something. And her, it's just, meh. What was supposed to be my dog is basically hers, and Milo was supposed to be her dog, and he's basically mine. Because whenever we're on the couch watching TV or whatever, he's got to be right next to me. Got to be laying on top of me, laying next to me, whatever. We want to set any over-unders for when I finally get out of work tomorrow? Four senior people above me. Then there's me, and then there's Kirsten, Jonathan, Kevin, Tamla, and KB. So 5 more below me. So we got 10 drivers in tomorrow. Half the fleet, basically. Almost. I'm going to say over under timeouts. I was actually going to set it at 1:15. I mean, he wants 10 drivers, and I don't know what we have on the board. Why is he... I hope they update this, because look at what he just did. He slammed on the fucking brake, and now the train just came to a complete fucking stop. I hope they fix that. Unless that's Tig being a wise ass and slamming the brake on me. Well, he can't because it's That's a new thing. That's annoying. Yeah, I don't know what's on the board for tomorrow. I know White wants to pour out on the interstate, so that's going to be like another 90 yards or something. But I imagine there's others that are pouring, and so the question is it one of those deals where everyone wants to pour between, 8 or 9 or something? Because I start at 8. So everyone wants to pour between 8 and 9 or 8 and 10, and then I'm going to be done after that? Or, is it kind of spread out? Yeah, go ahead and park it in Ella. Go ahead and park it there. True, you were 1 minute too early on that one. There's the other one. Yeah, we'll get a couple minutes of OT in here. Get this train up to Alarka Junction. Chances are we'll be back on this tomorrow. Only reason why we won't be is if all my parts suddenly show up and I can get the stream computer or racing computer up and going. But I doubt it. Even though UPS could probably have the, of course, I just logged my ass out too. Yeah, it's still saying Tuesday. I think that's the, cooler. They've got it in St. Peters, Missouri, but it hasn't gone anywhere yet. Oh, no, it's power supply. Power supply is on Tuesday, and I kind of need that. Kind of need a power supply, so cooler will be here tomorrow, power supply on Tuesday. If both of those show up tomorrow, then it could be an iRacing stream tomorrow. But I doubt it. I doubt UPS is going to surprise me. They have before. But I'm not expecting it here. So that means iRacing on Wednesday, and we'll roll with this tomorrow night. And then I will attempt to both stream to YouTube and Twitch like I am right now, and record a video for YouTube. We'll probably have that out later in the week. Make sure we're still set up here. Yep. And yeah, we'll keep them on this one. We'll stop them. Yeah, right there. Did he depart yet? Nope. Oh, you did. See, he stopped way back here. He slammed on the brakes so much. Came to a complete stop. That ain't gonna fly when he's going up that hill past Nantahala. That ain't gonna fly. Alright. I'm going to park him there for now. When we come back, I'll be moving the Alarka cars to the siding. We'll grab the Robinson and send them up to the coal mine, come back down, get the Alarka, head into town, fuel this thing up. She's thirsty. And we'll finish all that off. Tig's already got that stuff down there. We've got more cars arriving in a few hours. So got to try to get as much of that done so we can get back down the Whittier, get those cars, and drag them back over here, because a lot of that is still going to be for the final phase, so we can head on down to Andrews. We got one more phase to do. That'll take 2 game days to clear all those out. We'll see how much we get done tomorrow, if I'm on this tomorrow. Like I said, depends on UPS. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging. I will catch you all back here tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good day, night, afternoon, morning, whatever the hell it is for you, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye, diddly eye. So long.
God bless you.
See ya. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, Homer!
Take care.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara, dude.
So long.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going. Take off.
Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter, every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Every time we say goodbye, goodbye.